Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome to another Journal with Me episode. Today I'm going to try to do a spread with this lovely image of this girl drinking a hot chocolate. One of my colleagues was at an Austrian chocolate factory. The brand is Zotta. In Styria, in part of Austria, over the summer, and she invited us all to taste some of the chocolates she got there. And I asked if I could have this bag because I really love the images, and so I want to try to make a spread with her. If you're ever in Austria, you should really go to this factory. It's organic, it's fair trade, and the owner is really amazing. He's not the type of guy who will just tell his employees what to do and just manage from above. He's a hands-on guy. So the people that work for him love him because he treats them like they're equal. So all of these facts make this company amazing. And they're also very innovative. They always try new taste combinations, and really, really cool brand actually. So the brand is Zotta, and I will actually link them down below just so you can see their online store. I'm guessing they would probably also have it in English. I will check that out. So the aim is to use this image. So I'm going to start by cutting it out, and then I have no idea what else I'm gonna do with the page, so just relax, enjoy, and bear with me. So here I decided I wanted a torn edge instead of the cut one, and I just tear around the image. And then I decide to ink the edges with Tim Holtz Distressed Ink tea dye color, just to kind of define those edges more so that so it stands out more from the background. And while I'm doing that, I also decide to ink the edges of the spread to give it a more of a vintagey look. And then I decide that I want to put her in the bottom left of the spread, and I don't want to put her on a blank background, so I take out my scraps and see what color combination I want to use. And I use a lot of different kind of tans and neutral looking papers. And again, on this spread, I kind of try to keep it a bit symmetrical by whatever I use on the bottom left, I will duplicate in some version on the top right hand corner as well. And here I'm just layering different kinds of scraps because I love the different textures and layers. And I want to give it a little more interest, so I pick some that have a bit of a design. And I just keep layering until I feel like it's enough. I don't have a formula or anything for that. It's just when I feel that it's okay, then I stop. And here's a dried tea bag. And then I take some washi and I find a beautiful
new one actually that I just received, which is this lovely green, so that I can balance out the green of her dress, and some other kind of neutral colors that just give a little bit of a pop and a little more interest to the page, but it's not distracting from the image because I do want that to stick out the most. So then I finally decide to stick her down. I'm happy with the background. And then I realized I have this stamp that I've never used before, and it says, "Chocolate is the answer, who cares what the question is?" I love that stamp. And I finally find a way to use it. I was so happy. And I used the walnut stain distress ink to ink it up. And I decided to stamp it on a piece of vellum rather than on the page directly, because I think you can, first of all, read it better, and second of all, you can then see what's underneath as well. And I just tap it dry with a paper towel so that I don't smear it, and then I tear the edges, distress the edges, and then I decide to add that to the top right, and I end up using a stapler for that. I just wanted something very simple so that you could still flip it up, and then I decided to add some more washi underneath that would peek out a little bit so you can see it better to balance the dress. Then I use my trusty Recollections, what are they called? Clip alphas, I think. And I put today's date, which is August 15th. I wish I had the numbers of that Recollections set as well, but they didn't have it. I would totally get that if I would see that anywhere. Those are so awesome, those clickable stamps. And then I start writing with my 0.3 fine liner. And in this spread, I am writing about an afternoon that I spent with my bestie at IKEA. We were there for about 4 hours, just hanging out, eating and looking at everything, and of course buying a few things that you hadn't planned, because it's the IKEA and you can never get out without buying something. Alright, so that was it. I hope this inspired you. Thanks so much. Bye!